Misra of your computer science teacher. So today is the first lecture of the computer science, but I want to inform you that before starting the chapters, before starting the lectures, videos, I want to inform the details of the topics, details of the syllabus of class 12. So let me inform you the this computer science is having the code 083. So the code number for this paper is 083, and here is written optional for the academic year 2019-20 and mandatory for the academic year 2020 and 21. That means this syllabus will follow for the from this year 2020 to 21. So before starting these topics, we should know learning outcomes. That means what we will gain after studying this book, after studying this complete class 12 book. So by this book, and the first thing is understand the concept of function and recursion. We will understand the concept of functions and recursion. Next one is learn how to create, use Python libraries. That means you will be aware about what is the libraries of the Python and how you can create your libraries, and what are the built-in libraries. Learn file handling, learn about the concept of efficiency in algorithm and computing in general. Learn basic data structure, list, stack and queues. Get a basic understanding of computer networks, stack, basic network hardware. Get a basic protocols and basic tools. The next one is connect a Python program with a SQL database and learn aggregation function in SQL. Have a clear understanding of cyber ethics and cybercrime. Understand the value of technology in societies, gender and disabilities issues, and the technology behind biometric rights. So these topics are divided by the marks. Programming and computational thinking 2, it is having of 30 marks. Computer network is of 15 marks. Data management second is of 15 marks. Society law and ethics 2 is having 10 marks, and the practical is having 30 marks. The total marks is of 100. So let me start the unit first topic. So in unit first topic, the programming and computational thinking. The first one is, this is very important, revision of basics of Python. So you must revise all the topics which whatever I taught in class 11. So next one is functions, scope, parameters, passing mutable or immutable properties of data object, pass arrays to functions, returns value, function using libraries, mathematical and string functions. So what are the functions? When I will teach you this function chapter, then the details will be I will clear the functions in details in that chapter, but here I will explain you the functions. Means suppose you are making a program. So uh, for a software, the program can be a number thousand of lines. So that lines can be break in small pieces. That is small pieces, a group of small pieces, we can say this is a function. A group of a small lines, a group of lines that are called block, and that blocks are called functions. Next one is, by the functions our work can be easy. I will explain you, don't worry. Next one is file handling. So open and close a file, read, write and append to file, standard input output and array system, relative and absolute part. That means in this part we will study how we can handle the file. File means, as you general know that in from the class 9, a file where you keep your data. So the same way, by the programming you can write the data to the file, you can read the data from the file, you can append another data to the file. So by the user you can get store, by the user you can read the data from the file. Anything you can do from the file by the programming. Next one is using Python libraries. Create and import Python libraries. What is this? Basically this is uh, libraries means a built-in modules, built-in functions are present at the at Python libraries, so that things you can use in your program. Even you can make your Python libraries also. Libraries, you can say that libraries you can think like a lab of your school. Sorry, that is libraries of your school, where you can go and take the books and gain the knowledge. That's the same thing. Library in Python means it is having some built-in function, it is having some built-in classes modules, where you can use that class, that function, that modules in your program, and easily your work can be done. Next one is recursion. Recursion means, suppose if a function is called by self many times, that is called recursion. So when you will get when you will have the knowledge about the functions, then after that you will get the knowledge about the recursion, don't worry. Next one, idea of efficiency. Idea of efficiency, that means uh, this is performance defined and inversely proportional to the wall clock time. Count the number of operations a piece of coding is performing and measure the time taken. That means, suppose you have written if you make a software, you made a software, and there are many programmers in the world. They make the softwares by their own way. So for running, for time saving, which software is good, that is dependent upon the time, how much time it is going to run. That means how much memory is taken by the CPU, and for running that code, how much time it will be taken. That is called the efficiency of that program. So we will study here the efficiency. And the next one is data visualizing using pie plot, line chart, pie chart, and bar. This basically, these are the charts we studied in mathematics. Line chart, pie chart, we done it by the programming in Python also. So data structure, list, stack, and queues. So next one topic is, that is computer networks. Basically this is totally theoretical topic, and most of the topics you are studied in class ninth, 10th, and 11th. In three classes most of the topic you studied. If I explain one by one the topics what you have studied: NIC, network interface card. Next one is switch, hub, router, and IP addresses, TCP, URL, 2G, 3G, 4G, Wi-Fi, protocols, bandwidth, HTTPS, and right now these protocol FTP, SCP, SSH. So these protocols is in class 10. So most of the topic you studied in class 9, 10th, 11th. So this chapter is not so tough. So uh, most of the topic you will get from the old book, and if you face any problem, then I will make the notes and drop on the YouTube, don't worry. So next one is data management. Next unit, that is unit 3, data management. And this data management cover write a minimal Django based web application that passes a get and post request, and writes the field to a file, flat file, and CSV file. Interface Python with SQL database, SQL commands, aggregation function having group order. So these aggregation function, I think you already studied in MySQL. That is group by function, order by function, having clause. I think you didn't study. So I will tell you when I will reach to data management. And interface Python with SQL. That means how your Python can connect to the SQL database. And next one is this Django is a framework. By that framework you can make the web application in Python. So next one, so next unit, that is unit 4, society law and ethics. So in this This is also a theoretical chapter, that is intellectual property rights, plagiarism, digital rights management and licensing, Creative Commons, GPL and Apache, open data. Right now, these all the topics is covered in class 10 syllabus. The previous year's syllabus, class 10 syllabus has been changed. So these all the topics is given in class 10. So but in your class it is also given. So identity theft, unique IDs and biometrics, gender and disabilities issue while teaching and using computers, intellectual property, plagiarism means that means intellectual property means कि suppose you made any property on the internet, so these are the intellectual property of your. Plagiarism means stealing of someone information without giving uh, knowledge to him. Digital rights management, licensing, that means open source license, and many licensing are there. So these are theoretical topics. Next one is that are uh, practical part. Next come to the practical, that your unit is finished right now. Unit 4th is finished. Then next one is practical part comes. First one is programming in Python. That means you have, according to this, you need to make you need to maintain your practical file, recursively find the factorial of a natural number. I have given most of the question in class 11. So this class 11 practical file will be very will help you uh, in class 12th also, that are recursively find the factorial of a natural number, read a file line by line and print it, remove all the lines that contain the character a in a file and write it to another file, write a Python function. So some topics is from class 12th, don't worry, but according to these topics you need to make the practical file. That is data management, SQL and web server. That means you have to make some database queries also in your practical files. Next come to the that are new things, project. Basically in class 12 there are two practical files. First one is the practical, that means the program and their output, and next one is project file. Project file means you have to make some small projects, like calculator, like any school management system, like hotel management system, any small project you have to make. And in that list you have you can make your 2 to 3 student group, and you can take time for 3 to 4 months, and take your time and make a good project, that because that will be submitted in the at the time of when the external examiner will come, and all your knowledge about the Python will be included in this project. Next, that is the topic is revision tour, basic input and output related questions. So first one is basic input and output related question. So in this topic you will study how you will get the input from the user, and how you can show the output to the screen, or python in, on python command prompt. If I tell you one question, tell the user to enter your name, then read in and assign to a variable a string typed in by the user. So this type of question input called is input output question. Next come to the data handling question. Data handling question means there are some the question will be related to floor division, integer division, multiplication are there, modulo are there. So you people must be very much familiar with that type of operators in data handling questions. Questions related to the control flow, so you people very much aware about the control flow. Control flow where I will I taught to you uh, while loop, for loop, and if condition, if else condition, nested if, and what I taught to you, nested if, while, for loop, and continue statement, break statements. So these type of things will be covered in control flow statements. Next one is string in Python. What is string? Basically, string is a sequence of character. So in Python there is no separate data type string. So string is a sequence of character. So we can say that the string is a Python sequence. List and tuples. Basically, list, tuple, and string, both these three are sequence of character, but there are some small differences between list and tuples. List is uh, mutable and tuple is non-mutable. So you people already know what is mutable and what is non-mutable very well. Next, come to the dictionary and sort dictionary. That next one is sorting. So sorting is in class 12th. I will teach you, and dictionary I already taught to you. So next video will be start from the function. The function is the second chapter of your class 12 syllabus. So next video is of your homework, that is homework for the students, revision for all chapter of class 12, revision 2 with question and answer. That means this is the revision tool for you, because in class 12 the first chapter is revision tool, that is having a, I think, huge number of questions. So you must solve all questions. Then next one is, that is very important, stay home, stay safe, and defeat COVID-19. Thank you everyone for watching my video. Thank you.